Yeah, I have no idea why he did that and uploaded a video like that.
He spread it fully, right?
Yeah. And it's just out there now. But, One Piece tubers are going to One Piece tubers. Those are kin.
Definitely the One Piece of YouTube. So, Emu going to Elbaph, we're both in agreement?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I think it's a possibility Emu could go get a gun.
He goes to a store, like, please, I need some weapons to beat
Give
him.
me all you got.
This is Sun God, Nika, Luffy, and Loki I'm dealing with here, please.
He's like, Domi Reverse is not working. What else can I do? I don't know.
Yeah, oh, dude, imagine. Domi Reversi doesn't work. Emu starts sweating a little bit. You see, like, the sweat beads. That would be so sad for a final villain, man. Or one of the final villains. People hate it when I say final villain because they're like, well, it's Blackbeard. It's like, okay. You know what I mean, though. Like,
yeah, one of them.
This is the final saga, man. Come on.
Yeah, I think Elbaph is the obvious choice. Like, he goes back because he's mad. He got beat. And he's like, oh, okay. I got something for you. Then he spins back. Or he was just hungry. And he went to his favorite restaurant to get some food. And he goes there every Tuesday.
The Baratier?
The Baratier. So he transforms
That's
into like a
crazy.
regular person. And then he just goes to Baratier, sits down, and just gets his info, reads the newspaper.
It would be even more insane if he doesn't, like, transform into a normal person. And Zeph just knows Emu. Like, oh, that's our best customer over here. Like, imagine that. Like, we visit Zeph, and then Emu's, like, in the corner. And, like, wait, is that Emu? And Zeph's like, oh, you mean my number one customer?
Yeah, he always buys rounds for everybody. He's a regular
he's
here.
a great guy, actually. You should hear him talk about this thing he calls the Void Century.
Oh, man, it's crazy stories, that one.
Yeah, you give him a couple of drinks, and he just won't stop talking, actually.
Yeah, something about this rocks guy. I'm like, oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. So I think that would be the craziest one. If he doesn't go to Elbaph, the Baratier, or just randomly going to the East Blue to watch Shanks' kid.
Yeah. Looking at the future generation that he's going to fight. Like, he looks at Makino's son, and he's like, damn it, give him like 30 years, and he'll be in his prime. Fuck.
I should make him a God Knight right now. I need some.
Well, he probably should.
I don't know. It's just, bro, it's just so odd.
That's not a bad idea. Like, you just see... Well, I mean, granted, we don't know if it's Shanks' kid, but, like, you see a baby, it's like, whoa, that's X's kid? If you know that for sure, take him. Make him a God Knight. He's got the DNA.
I'm of the mindset that it's not Shanks' kid.
You think it's Ben Beckman's? Or just a random?
I think it's Benny.
Yeah, I'm cool with Ben Beckman being the answer. I just feel like Shanks and Makino have more build-up, but Ben Beckman is more of a ladies' man. I don't know.
Right. And I think Shanks and Makino could have like a brother-sister relationship,
Maybe. But I feel like Shanks... Sorry, guys. I feel like he needs a kid.
Sounds like... I want Shanks to have a kid more than Ben Beckman, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think that they should both have kids, realistically. I mean, even Rayleigh. Like, I'm sorry, man, but,
Rayleigh already has a kid.
Yeah, Mihawk. Is that what you're going to say?
Oh, yes.
People love that theory. I don't know why.
People love it.
I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I don't hate it. It just doesn't make sense right away.
I'm a huge fan of nepotism, okay? And so everybody's going to be somebody. And I think if you got to go somewhere, you want to be something, you got to wake up and pay attention.
That's one way to put it.
Yep. So
yeah,
I think
I just feel like
the Mihawk theory, I love it.
I'm a big fan of the whole thing where it's like, oh yeah, this character's old, he has a kid now. The kid doesn't even have to be a pirate or strong. Just having a kid's kind of cool. Like, oh, like that's, it's Rayleigh's will over there. I mean, even the Straw Hats, I feel like end of series, they all might have kids too.
Everybody's somebody. Everybody who's somebody is somebody, and somebody that, and their parents are somebody too. Generally, the only person, well, there are a lot of people who don't know who their parents are. The only person I can say we know who their parents are, and they were regular, and then they were spectacular, is Big Mom.
Oh, I was going to say Law. Law's parents were just like regular doctors.
Yeah. But it's like Law had the perfect devil fruit to accentuate like his abilities. So it's like, I think Law is built, not made. And Law is a D.
Oh, true. Wait, yeah, he's a D. Damn.
D Water.
Yeah, Watadilo.
Yeah.
Watadilo.
Is it Water D or D Water?
I don't even know. I just wanted to go for like a Chinese accent.
Yeah. It was good.
Thank you. I've been
Sounded Asian.
practicing all my life, actually.
Yeah, it works.
Do you think I speak a different language?
I think you. Yes.
I don't.
Okay, if not a different language, you have an accent.
I have an accent?
Yes.
No way. That's like the meanest thing anybody's ever said to me. I have an Asian
Yeah,
accent.
no. But it's an Asian accent, like around like family and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
My parents both speak different Asian languages. My mom is Cambodian, my dad is Laos. So because they're two different languages, I never like learned one because they both tried to teach me at the same time. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm in America. Like, I'm not going to ever speak. Like, when was the last time you've seen a Cambodian just out in the wild? It doesn't really happen. Or even a Laos person. Like, it's very rare. So it's like, yeah, I don't need to learn this language. I'm good.
Do you understand it though?
No, I do not understand it. So I have a lot of family members who don't speak English, and I'm just like, yeah,
I'll wing it.
Yeah, I'll wing it. That's when I whip out like the semi-Asian, English slang. It's like, oh, maybe
So
maybe
you
they'll know
blend
this
into
broken
the-
English.
So you throw that out there like, whoa, and they're like, okay, there's some potential in you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And you're like, whoa, but then you say something and they start going, and you're like, whoa, that's too much. All right, that's too much. We speak English where I'm from, but it's like broken English. So
I think even broken English is fine.
yeah,
it's
but
totally
their family
fine.
that they moved when they were older,
Yeah,
and they can't get rid of their accent. So
yeah.
it's still very, very strong. So
I think
it's
there's
just
nothing
depending
wrong
on
with an
your ears.
accent.
Mm,
As long as
I
you try
don't
and you
think
kind of know what's
so.
happening, I think that's fine.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with an accent in a vacuum. I think an accent in school.
Oh, you're gonna get your ass cooked. Yeah. Dude, yeah. I mean, if you're a kid,
Kids don't
going
give
to
a
like
fuck, man.
elementary, middle, high school, you gotta get rid of that accent ASAP,
Gotta
or
get rid
else
of the
you're gonna get destroyed, man.
You got rid of the accent because kids don't care. Kids are mean.
Yeah.
So, but in general, there's nothing wrong with the accent. I think an accent is actually pretty cool.
Depends on the accent.
Oh, what's the worst accent you think?
Ooh, dude, I got like a list.
Oh, you have a list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, see, I work at a restaurant, so I've seen
Oh, you're around a lot of them.
I've seen a lot of different accents in my life. But I'm not gonna list any of the bad ones here.
Right. List your favorite one then.
My favorite accent? I like a Spanish accent.
Okay. I don't mind Spanish accents.
Yeah. I'm around a lot of
They're
Spanish,
fine.
so I like Spanish accents.
This lady I used to work with, she was Russian.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was Russian. She was talking about how she can't go back and etc. And her accent was pretty good. I loved her accent. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And I feel like sometimes
like-
they're just so unique. They're just nice. They're just nice.
Yeah, I like Russian accents and Indian accents.
Oh, like Par? Because Par has like a heavy Indian accent.
Par's Indian?
I think so. He looks Indian, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't he from Bangladesh?
So, when it comes to the Holy Land being destroyed, now that the whole fighting is seemingly over, do you think there's a chance that Shamrock, the Elders, more God Knights go with Emu to where they're going? Like, let's say Elbaph, perhaps. Or do you think Emu really just wants to go on a solo mission? Like, it's just they, themselves, and I.
I think Emu's going after Trump card. So I think okay, it's either trump card he's going back to Elbaph, and I don't think he would need the Gorosei with him. I think he's going to prove a point either way.
Yeah.
So me going by myself, I'm going to prove a point. So I think it hits even more if he's by himself, or if it's by itself. Now, it could reveal some things about Emu, and like I said, it could be a time limit, just like Luffy, where now he's like, all right, is this the time to strike? Because I see a time limit, because I see an opportunity. But I don't think he's gonna take, or it's gonna take anybody with him. With it, I think it's just gonna be him or it going to prove a point, and it's an Emu showcase.
There's just way more aura to it if he goes by himself, right?
Yes.
Like, hey, I don't need help. I am the help.
It can't be this, but I need something similar. I need a Madara moment.
I have been saying that. Dude, I've been saying it too. It's like, dude, we need a good villain, man. We need somebody that can just run over there and just beat some ass. Like,
I need a Madara moment.
We need a good final fight.
Like, I thought so highly of the Kage watching Naruto, because I mean, for good reason, how they hyped him up. Every Kage was,
Wait, you don't like the Kage?
I do. I'm just saying, like, I had their strength in high regard, right?
Yeah.
And then to see how they got baby shaped by
Dude.
Madara, I was like, wait, what?
Remember the Madara clones where he like spawned 5 per, and then he's like, oh, like, now what if my clones went Susanoo? It's like, okay, it's just so broken for no reason.
We don't.
That was amazing.
I think aura farming moments in anime, it's like, it's prevalent now, but there's some that just stand above the rest. I think Madara is one. I want to say one with Gojo exists. I think Trunks did some of that when he pulled up on Frieza.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like win. Yeah, the Trunks Frieza moment. Yeah, just one-shotting him essentially.
Yeah.
Shining slash.
I'm trying to think of is any in Hunter x Hunter. I'm talking about like the best ones in anime history. I think
Solo Leveling has a couple.
Oh, Solo Leveling. That's just aura farming the anime.
Yeah.
The Solo Leveling is one.
It's just the meme of like aura farming left and right.
Just that's all he does.
There's no story behind it, no nothing, just aura farming.
That's
hilarious.
Okay, so Madara, but then you have, I'm trying to think of Demon Slayer. Would we say who was aura farming in
Kokushibo?
Yes.
Kokushibo aura farms out the wazoo.
Yes.
Just so nonchalant, walks up, babies everybody. Yeah, he's a monster.
I was thinking of my boy, but he doesn't necessarily aura farm.
Are you gonna say the Stone Hashira?
Nah, our boy
Giyu?
His name is Giyu does it, but no. Homie that packed up Rengoku.
Oh, Akaza. He doesn't aura farm.
Akaza.
He doesn't.
It's like, it's not intentional aura farming, but it just happens.
Yeah, he looks good.
Because he's so cool.
It's like such a new gen term, but aura farming,
Yeah.
he doesn't really do it.
He doesn't. Piccolo, of course.
Piccolo does it, yeah.
Byakuya.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, from Bleach. Aizen does it.
Aizen does it. But I think just kind of completely blowing away people and just subverting expectations, or
just with their presence.
Madara was unlike anything we've ever experienced. That was, I think if I had more time, I could think of other aura farming moments, but I can't think of anything better than that.
Yeah.
In anime history.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Off the top of my head, that's all I could think of too. I just feel like it's because Naruto's like the easiest comparison to One Piece as well.
Yeah. I think when it comes to that, well,
I think it's just because like they were airing at the same time week to week. people would like either read One Piece, go read Naruto, then read Naruto, go read One Piece, and then Bleach, it's right there too. So I think that's why like people often have it in the same breath.
I would say this aura farming always existed. I think this is just a name people attached to it.
I've seen people not liking the term aura farming, but it's like, well, I mean,
it used to be flexing.
To describe it, but this is just the best way to do it. Yeah, flexing is a good way to say it.
It used to be flexing. That's what the term used to be back in the day. Yeah, this person was flexing, and I think Madara, nothing like it.
What's the best? Who knows? Maybe Emu's gonna show out like Madara pretty soon.
What's the best aura farming moment in One Piece?
The best aura farming moment in One Piece?
Yeah.
Mihawk? One of the best is probably going to be Zoro Nothing Happened.
Okay.
Not exactly like aura farming in a way like he won, but I think he just looked really cool. He had the aura in that scene.
I think Mihawk versus Zoro.
Mihawk versus Zoro for Mihawk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just showing off, just flexing. Kaido.
Kaido, where? Oh, I guess when he showed up initially against Kid, Hawkins, and Apu.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, that was good. Damn.
It's tough in One Piece.
Okay, how about this? Luffy knocking out 50,000 people at Fishman Island, just walking.
It was really cool
wasn't
at the time.
bad.
It was really cool at the time. I think at the time it was like, you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Dofi showing up in Punk Hazard at the end.
Yeah, Dofi showing up. The shading on that panel, I still remember that. That was crazy.
And then
yeah,
the
that's
anime,
a good panel.
How they had him use Conqueror's Haki was like, and this is after beating Smoker's ass.
Yeah.
It was so good. So yeah, it's just, I'm sure we're forgetting moments. We
definitely are.
Enel
when he's going against the four, like Robin, Zoro,
yes.
Gonfall, and Wiper.
Yes.
I did like his speech there. He said
yes.
I don't know if he was necessarily aura farming, but
Woo!
his speech was good. He was talking about like gods, and it was like, yeah, there's 5 voices here. Soon there's just gonna be one. And it's like, damn, dude, like he
was something
to
the effect of, men do not fear God, fear is God. Something like that.
Yeah,
it was crazy. It was crazy.
Like, reread that now. Yeah, I loved Enel. Enel was great.
Yeah. Enel is definitely one. He's up there for sure in One Piece. I can't say it's different, but it doesn't have the same impact because we are so far in the story now. But Shanks pulling up a Whitebeard ship, knocking out crewmates.
That was good.
Recruiting Marco.
Hey, Marco, you want to join, man? I know you're still like the 1st Division commander, but come on.
Insanity. So that's a good one. Funny enough, I think Marco was kind of flexing a little bit when he pulled up in Marineford too.
Everybody loves that moment where he attacked Kizaru, and I would like it too, but I just, think about what happens afterwards, and it's like, yeah, I don't hold Marco.
It takes away from Marco in general.
Yeah, like how Marco was done by the end of Marineford. I was like, yeah, it kind of negates the beginning of it for me. Still look good.
Cool.
Wasn't the highs of the beginning.
This isn't, I don't know if it's flexing, but his words could attribute it when Rayleigh pulled up in Sabaody. When he did the dash, block Kizaru. And then he was like, man, I wish I could be, if I was younger, I'd be able to help them. And Kizaru was like, you're fighting against a Navy admiral.
Yeah, sorry this isn't enough for you. I thought you were going to see like the beginning of Rayleigh when we very first saw him.
Oh, the Haki knocking out everybody in the auction house?
It was the cliffhanger. It was the cliffhanger at the slave house where he's like drinking something and he used Conqueror's Haki on the on Disco.
Yeah.
And then the giant Stanson was like, "Oh, like that was you, old man, wasn't it?" And then I think Rayleigh said, "Yep, I love young ladies."
Yeah.
That was funny,
I was like,
dude.
huh? Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that up. But he was good after he saved. I mean, he did a similar moment when he pulled up to stop Blackbeard from killing Hancock. When he was flexing Haki everywhere.
Yeah.
And he basically told Blackbeard, I don't like you. And it was like, you know, is really just doing his thing. I don't want to say Shanks doing it to Green Bull. I don't know if that's a flags, but it kind of is. Oh, we're missing a big one.
Oh, what's up? Which one?
But Luffy walking through Big Mom and Kaido.
10-15. Yeah.
Just walking right past them. And I don't remember exactly, but did Red Rock happen after that?
Red Rock happened after that. He asked Law to put Kinemon and the Scabbards downstairs. Right. And then Law said, don't order me around. I was going to do it anyways. And then Luffy goes in for Red Rock and hits Kaido. And that's like, is that chapter 1000?
It might be 1000. And I think that's what sent Kaido into the flashback about Rocks, Roger, Whitebeard.
Yeah,
he started thinking about those guys.
Yeah, dude, that's so long ago. 178 chapters ago.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, that was one. That's a major one. That was oh my gosh. I remember reading those chapters.
Yeah,
man.
chapter 1000. I'm looking at it right here. And then Luffy says, I'm going to be the one who's going to be king of the pirates. I'm going to surpass both of you guys. Done.
I think that's number one in One Piece.
Yeah, that's a really good ore farming moment.
It was spectacular, man. It was fantastic.
Just a little bit unfortunate that attack did 1% damage, but it was good. Grand scheme of things, it was still really good.
I tell the story all the time, but one of my friends, they're watching the anime, right? And after this moment, they texted me like, damn, I thought Kaido would put up a better fight. I guess he's done. I'm like, after Red Rock.
What the hell are you talking about?
They were so shook. They're like, I can't believe Luffy just did that to Kaido. This is insane.
I can't believe Luffy one-tapped him.
And I'm like, just keep watching.
Yeah, you got like 50 more chapters,
just
man. I'm sorry.
Just keep watching. Just keep watching. It was devastating, though. It was devastating. And Kaido, at the beginning of chapter 1001, that's when he had the flashback about how high will your ceiling go. So I think that's the number one ore farming moment in One Piece, for sure.
And all of this to essentially say that we want Emu to have the same treatment, if not better, if they come to Elbaph in their real body.
It's so tough because, okay, if Emu packs up Loki, hybrid form, Luffy, Gear 5, Zoro, King of Hell, Sanji, Ifrit, Frankie, whatever, Robin, Demonio, it's a statement.
Yeah.
Let's say Scopper jumps back in. It's a statement of, and then he's like, I'm not going to use Dormio Versi. I'm going to show you who God is. That would change the perception of Emu entirely. Where it's like, I'm not doing it myself, not because I can't, because I don't want to. And so, like, I think belt to ass to all of them, and then leaving with something.
That would speak volumes, man. And, it would force the Straw Hats to get stronger yet again.
Get stronger.
I'm always a fan of that. I think that's why, having good villains is always nice, because it just pushes your characters higher and higher. Because right now, if we leave the arc as is, we don't have to get stronger. We're kind of just good.
We're good. Because they were even saying it. There's we're a Yonko crew now. I mean, Sanji's like, we struggle with them. How did this guy bring Elbaph to his knees?
Yeah.
They're kind of like, I'm a bit disappointed.
This goes back down to a theory we talked about time and time again. Yeah. I'm sure everybody's heard about this. They're sick of it. But if the real Emu shows up, will we get the God Knights powering up?
We can. The only issue is that we don't believe in them anymore.
But because the stocks are so low, we can only go up from here, though.
It is only up. But it's almost like when Green Bull pulled up to Wano, right?
Yeah.
And King and Queen were there. They're like, hey, why are you walking through our park? He's like, hey, man, I don't want to walk around. And like, well, walk around. It's our park. Nobody really thought King and Queen was going to beat Grebo. It was like, we're kind of past you guys. This is just inevitable. You're delaying the inevitable. And so I think I feel the same way with Killingham and Somers. Like, I think a Killingham and Sanji, a Somers and Sanji matchup could be really fun. Killingham and Zoro? So far, based on what Killingham has shown me,
you can't.
It's hard to get excited for that. It's hard to get excited for it. But if they're powered up by Emu, I definitely think Somers and Sanji could be a really, really fun fight based on how their ideals. And if Killingham shows some more, then maybe, you know, makes it interesting for Zoro.
Here's the cope, and the reason I bring this up and talk about the God Knights powering up. Did you see the editor comment for 1179?
I didn't.
So, if you guys don't know, at the end of every One Piece chapter, the editor for Shonen Jump, Shueisha, One Piece, they come in, they drop like a one-line statement just to build hype. You know, sometimes it means nothing. Most of the time, hell, it means nothing. But their comment this week says, the Straw Hat Crew versus the Holy Knights. How will the battle unfold? And that's very odd because the battle's already unfolded. Like, we see Killingham done, down on the ground, dismembered. Somers is barely piecing himself together, and Gunko's frozen in ice. So because this comment literally just came out, it's like, wait, like, is there more to the fight? Is there a round 2? So I think that right there is why people also believe that Emu's coming to Elbaph, there's going to be a round 2 because of the editor note. Granted, you know, they don't always know everything, and it could just be hodgepodge, but if they were to drop it after this chapter and Emu doesn't show up, or if they don't get a power-up, it would make no sense. It's actually just like they're coming in from the past or something.
Yeah. It feels a bit odd, a bit late. You just say, how will it unfold? Like, it's leaning towards you having a matchup and it continuing. It just feels over. But
it feels over. But
it feels over, but it doesn't have to be. Well, what about this? What if the fights between these God Knights are over? But what if the Saturn and those guys, they find out that Emu is going to Elbaph on its own, and then they take it upon themselves to send some God Knights through the circle to Elbaph.
Oh, yeah.
So
like maybe Shamrock or like somebody adjacent to him.
Shamrock feels like a lot.
Yeah, Shamrock in and of himself feels like a big bad villain of an arc.
Yeah, feels like
maybe we don't bring Shamrock. Well, okay.
Yeah.
If we're saying that Emu wins, though, why not go all the way at that point?
Because with Shamrock, there's no built-in what we think possible time limit or anything. And so how do you justify Shamrock coming there again and not leaving with much?
True. Like, he would take bodies, essentially, is what you're saying.
And, you know, well, we can't have any bodies right now. So it's easier to bring somebody like Emu who you can tie to, oh, I have to go back because of blah, blah, blah. With Shamrock, it's just, he came, left, came again, and then left for nothing. I don't know. But that would be fun. I've been saying it. If Shamrock pulls up, that would be amazing.
It would be really weird for Luffy, and Loki could finally get his revenge. Like, there's some good things with the Shamrock plotline here.
What if Loki loses because he's hurt?
So, with Loki, he's not necessarily hurt, but he seems exhausted. Like, going Nidhogg form really takes it out of him, right? Because after he detransforms, he's like, I was too big before.
I think it's Nidhogg, and remember, Shamrock fucked him up before.
True.
And he said it was going to take a while.
Okay, that was silly. Do you remember that? Garrett was like, oh, Loki, it's going to take a couple months for you to heal. Couple months? Garrett, this is anime. What do you mean couple months, man? Like, at the very most, characters in anime need like 1 day or 2 days, maybe a week at most.
Days.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, One Piece does do a decent job of, I guess, pain carryover, at least when it comes to Zoro.
Yeah, for Zoro and the
For
Mihawk
Zoro.
scar, that was there for a minute.
Right? Zoro and the Mihawk scar. And then
And nothing happened too.
nothing happened going into Sabaody. They were like, Zoro's still hurt. Like, he can't.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
can't move against Kizaru.
Yeah, so I don't mind. They don't do that for Luffy, though.
Luffy usually just heals by the time they leave the island.
Luffy got his entire gallbladder taken out by Katakuri. And good. Like I said, bro, we talked about Chopper before. Maybe Chopper literally has healing properties.
Yeah, that's the reason the strats are like generally just fine.
And Sanji's food, too.
Yeah, it's like a combination of everything.
It's a combination. It's a combination of all of it. Chopper, Sanji's food, and Luffy's insane vitality. So, you know, it's anime, like you said. They're gonna be fine, typically.
Yeah.
But I don't think Loki's prepared for what somebody like Shamrock, anticipating he's somewhere around Shanks' strength. You know, he's not. He's not.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know how strong Shamrock is or isn't. I mean, it's a twin brother of Shanks. I think Oda might just go all out. You know, definitely probably like weaker than Shanks, but I think he is up there. Like that whole line about like beating Loki even if he was unchained. It's like, well, maybe there's truth to it, man. I don't know. Now that we're seeing that Loki's huffing and puffing after going Nidhogg form, we know that it's not like permanent. It's like, well, probably like Gear with Luffy. He's in it for a little bit, then he's got to like de-transform because it's just so taxing.
But then I don't see a need. Like, the only way Nidhogg is needed is if it's an assault on an island.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you should not be fighting in Nidhogg form unless you're fighting San Juan Wolf or Oars Jr. Like, there's not many people that you can fight in that form and be efficient.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like that's a form you use for, you know.
Well, maybe hybrid.
Hybrid, yeah. But that
we don't know what that looks
form,
like, though.
Well, we know it's smaller because he was inside the castle fighting against Harold, right?
Yeah.
So I think for Loki, that, you know what that form is? It's for morale. So like we pulling up on Mary Joa, I'm in that form. So my allies, they're like,
we got a dragon with us.
And then the foes at Mary Joa, they're like, what the fuck is this? What the? We gotta fight this? And he send a few attacks in that form, then he just transformed back to like your regular form. That's it. Travel and intimidation. You do not fight in this form. I don't know why he was trying to fight Emu while it's transformed, because it's like, come on. It's causing more damage than good. And so, you know, you figured it out and transformed to you know, regular form. But
I will say, I do like that Loki pointed out the fact that it's hard to fight Emu because he's so big, though. He's like, yeah, you know, it's I'm too big right now, and this guy's too small. I gotta de-transform to base form.
I would hope that's something that he would notice, because it's like, yeah, man, yeah. When you fought Shanks, is this what you did? Did you try it first in your Nidhogg form? Like, it, you know, like it's not many people that's going to be effective against. Again, if you spot a ship along the way and you want to blow them up or something, yeah, but like combat,
if you're fighting like a strong opponent 1v1 and they're a human-sized opponent, yeah, you got to de-transform.
You got to de-transform.
And even then, like I feel like it's really lucky that he has Ragnar, and the Ragnar can just freeze an entire block in the air. Because it's like, dude, if Ragnar wasn't able to do that, I don't know if he'd be able to hit Emu. Like, Emu could probably just dodge
because he's really large.
Yeah, he's really
large himself. He's a really large ancient giant. And so fighting initially somebody that much smaller is difficult. So, you know, like I said, having an AoE attack like that, it helps. Because the area is
good AoEs.
Insane with Nibelheim.
Yeah. You know, it'd be funny if, like, the hybrid form does the opposite of what we expect, and it just makes him smaller. So
he's as small as, like, Katakuri?
Yeah, well, yeah, as small as Katakuri. Katakuri is like a 10-foot tall monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like, it just condenses all of the power into, like, a smaller body so it can fight opponents Gunko or Shanks' size more efficiently.
What'd be dope is if he could control his size in hybrid form.
Ooh.
Like, so, like, he can get smaller than an ancient giant.
Yeah. Like, oh, that'd be so crazy though. Like, you become the world's greatest dragon, but also the world's smallest dragon at the same time. Like, two very different extremes.
You can control the size, so then you can. It gives you so much versatility. That'd be OD. That'd be OD. Because imagine all that power packed into this smaller form.
Yeah. That's why I want it, man. Crazy. And again, that is why I think this fight is not over. Like, we have not seen hybrid form Loki yet. I feel like we got to get that before we leave Elbaph.
Yeah, what do you expect from Emu comes back? What do you expect from an Emu fight versus everybody? Like, do you expect Kaido versus Luffy type stuff, or do you expect Rocks versus Garp and Roger, or do you expect Luffy versus Rob Lucci?
Kaido versus Luffy beginning of Wano. I think Emu's gonna go around one tapping, two tapping most people.
Or Kaido versus the rooftop?
The Scabbards.
Scabbards?
Yeah. I think it might be like that. I feel like Emu's going to be overwhelming. I feel like they need to be. You know, if we're waging a grand final war against this thing, I feel like they got to be somewhat overwhelming.
We need that for the showcase. We need that for the next fight.
Yeah, right? Turn Emu into a kaiju monster, have them tank blows, just, you know, laying some good hits.
Do some cool stuff.
Do some cool stuff, man.
That's all we need. Do some cool stuff. Like right now, I don't think Emu's the popularity polls would have Emu that highly. Have you been voting every day?
Nah, I stopped after a while. I just kept on forgetting.
You saw it got botted?
Yeah, it got botted with like, what, 6 million votes out of nowhere? They deleted them, though. I believe they fixed the problem.
Yeah,
they deleted the votes.
I get it. People trying to make sure that their favorite character wins the popularity poll, but come on.
Yeah, who are they even voting for?
I think it was, people were saying it was Sanji. I didn't double check that though.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people saying it was Sanji, but I mean, Sanji was always top 3 anyways, like before the bot. So I
thought he was ahead of Luffy though, right?
Yeah, one of them had him ahead of Luffy, but I mean,
yeah,
which is, it can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if Zoro's squeaking out a couple of wins over Luffy, you know, Sanji winning temporarily for like a week or two, that's fair.
I love Sanji, but I think those are two completely different beasts. I won't say who, but an animator, not Vincent, had mentioned there's a reason why Zoro's scenes get what they get. And that's Zoro brings the eyes. Zoro's a money machine.
I'm looking at the top 5 right now. Luffy only wins in 2 countries or 2 regions. Luffy's winning in Japan and Asia.
Yes. Makes sense.
In Oceania, Sanji's winning. Zoro's number 2 and Luffy's number 3. In North America, Sanji's winning. Zoro's number 2. Yeah, okay. Sanji's winning in North America too. And Luffy's number 3. Central and South America, Nami is winning. Then it's Sanji, Zoro. Okay, this is the botted one. No, well, okay, maybe the Spanish love him. Hey, I'd vote for him. Rob Lucci's at number 4.
Oh, he's Dominican.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, Rob Lucci's Dominican.
Yeah, yo, I love Rob Lucci, man. Okay, Rob Lucci love in 2026? What?
I mean, he was recently in an arc.
Yeah, but still, like, people are so sour about it. People hate Rob Lucci, man.
Nah, I think Rob Lucci is one of the most loved villains.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think he's around, like, I think the most loved villain would probably be Dofi. But I mean, based off of the last popularity poll, it was Katakuri, but that was right after
Whole Cake Island.
Whole Cake. I think as it settles, it'll be Dofi still. I think Cat is always going to be loved because he got like that one-on-one with Luffy. But I think Rob Lucci's one where people acknowledge, like, man, that's probably...
It's a nostalgic fight.
Yeah. So I think Rob Lucci's always going to have love.
Yeah.
Love,
So last 3 categories, but there's Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. And in all of those regions, Nami's taking number 1.
Could Luffy be beaten?
Oh, God. In the Middle East and Africa, Rob Lucci is also number 4 and 5. Dude, Rob Lucci love? What? Wow.
He was cool in the anime definitely boosted him.
Yeah. Sure. Damn, thank you guys for voting for Rob Lucci.
Do we just have the top 5?
Yeah, they only show the
region?
top 5 right now. They'll show more when the poll is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Roxy Zebek was number 4 and 5. Robin, Law showed up here and there.
I think Rox is going to get a boost. Obviously, yeah. I think Shiki is going to get a boost.
I don't think Shiki's getting a boost.
I think he's going to be better than he was last time.
Okay, yeah. He's not getting Kaido. Top 5, though.
No. Not at all.
Okay.
But I think he was, like, way down there. Somebody that I'm surprised is not as high as I would think is Mihawk.
We don't have anything from him, man. Like, I feel like if Mihawk was more prominent in the story, like, even if he just had, like, as many scenes as Shanks, I feel like he'd be doing a lot better. Or even as many fights as Shanks. But just Mihawk, nobody knows how he really fits in yet. Like, we have theories like, oh, he's a holy knight bastard child. He's going to be this. He's going to be that. But right now, he's just, like, there for Zoro to beat.
Yeah, Mihawk is one. Whitebeard is another one I thought would be higher. Ace is always high.
Ace is always high. Nostalgia runs high for Ace. That's fair.
And Sabo by
extension, same character.
Sabo is always high. Carrot was hot, surprisingly. Well, I just didn't know the power of the furries. I didn't realize, but Carrot was surprisingly high. Yamato was pretty high. Not gonna lie, Katakuri was higher than I thought he would be, as well. And Law is always high, really.
Yeah, Law is in the top 5 here and there too, from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think Law was 3 one time. No.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
Yeah, I think Law was 3 one year, which is pretty cool.
But no matter how you split it, though, Nami, Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, Robin.
A combination of that.
Yeah, a combination of them. They're always like top 5-ish.
Well, Ace also somehow squeaks into the top 5.
Yeah, I feel like Ace is gonna be top 10 by the time we like finish it all off. He's gonna be in like all the top 10s. Yeah.
It's just he's such a major part of the story, and just the change for somebody like Luffy, even the strides.
He kind of feels like the Ned Stark of One Piece, where like after he dies, like so much gets set in motion. Yeah.
So Ace is always gonna be mentioned. That's why I thought Whitebeard would be more prominent, but like I don't know. Maybe we didn't get enough of him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's the same with Shiki. Like, I feel like they're really cool characters, but we just didn't get enough of them. Maybe Barbell gets in there somewhere.
Kuma.
I don't know if Kuma's gonna make top 10. I feel like he'd be top 20 though.
Top 20 for sure.
Top 20. Top 20, yeah. I don't
Kuma
see top
and Bonnie, 10. Top 25.
Bonnie. Ooh, I don't know.
Those are 2 characters. Vegapunk. Wait.
I don't think Vegapunk's gonna be that beloved. I don't think Vegapunk's gonna be in the top 20, top 25. Or
can you vote
30.
for Vegapunk, or can you vote for the satellites as well?
I don't know. I feel like you should be able to vote for individual bodies of them.
Right. You should be able to vote for the satellites. So if that's the case, Stella's not gonna get.
Yeah, Stella's not gonna get any love.
Well, you know who the most popular satellite was gonna be.
Either Lilith or York, 100%. You think somebody else? Who?
Jaka?
Fuck no, dude. No.
I like Shaka. That was my favorite one.
I like Shaka, but let's be real, man. Like, half of us are gooners. Everybody's going to be voting for Lilith and York. Nobody's voting for Shaka, man. Nobody's using their, like, once-a-day vote for Shaka.
I'm going to give Shaka some love. We're gonna bot Shaka up, guys. Let's
Bot
do it.
Shaka up.
Shaka was the best satellite.
He just didn't last long, man.
Yeah, he just got his brains blown out.
I remember all the theories like, oh, he's gonna take off the helmet, he's gonna be crazy looking. Oh my god, it's gonna be a character we know. And then he just dies.
I think I made a thumbnail one time where it's like he took the helmet off and he's a clone of dragon.
Yeah, that was a popular theory. I liked it, man. It made sense. Yeah, Vegapunk knows dragon. He's over here making clones. Why not? Why not?
Like, hey, how about dragon? Yeah. Never saw him.
Didn't pan out, man. Did not pan out.
I feel like everybody at some point is throwing their hat in the ring when it comes to Zoro eye theories. When Zoro first showed up.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to open his eye, man?
I think he will open the eye. I don't think it's going to be anything special, though. I do not believe Zoro's going to have like a Hawkeye, Emu eye, Sharingan. I feel like it's just going to be like a effed up eye. Or just a regular eye.
I think if Zoro makes it to Mihawk and he actually has an eye under there and versus Kaido versus Noshijuro, right? Versus Emu possibly. All these characters, he kept one eye closed. Do you know the monster that would be unleashed? If he's been doing that intentionally.
And here's the thing. People be hyping up Mihawk like, yo, Mihawk's the one opponent that's worthy of the eye.
Yeah, I don't think he has his eye closed.
I think it could even be a training thing too. Like maybe Mihawk was like, hey, your observation Haki sucks.
I think if anything,
close one eye.
Keeping an eye closed is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Here's the
Unless it's training. I mean, it genuinely could just be a training thing. Like Rock Lee and the weights.
Yeah, but think about this, right? Think about the discipline to when you go to sleep, you wake up, you only open one eye.
He's dedicated. Well, maybe it's one of those things where he's like, hey, you know what? I can't always keep this eye closed intentionally. Let me just like cut it out then. Or let me like, you know, shut my eyelids with this sword.
Would you ever like for that to be something that would be mentioned in Zoro's fights?
Yeah.
Is how the loss of an eye affects his peripherals.
100%.
Yeah, it hasn't been mentioned at all.
I feel like, you know, maybe I'm getting spoiled by like other manga, but generally when you're in a fight scene in a different manga, it's like, oh, they're explaining the intricacies of the battle, why they're doing certain things, their mental state, physical disabilities and stuff. And it's like, I would love it if just at some point, you know, we just get like a narrator box like, oh, Zoro's unleashing 10% of his power right here. His eye is closed, and the reason it closed is because of the, I don't know.
Or maybe not even
it could be
an explanation, just like an indication that that's being targeted. Like, let's say he's fighting against King.
Yeah, and King comes from like the right side or something, and
he
Zoro's
keeps
like,
attacking his right side, right? And Zoro's like, why does he keep attacking? Or yeah, he keeps attacking Zoro's left side. So it's like, yo, why does he keep attacking that side? Is he? And then that's like an indication of Zoro's grown on that side of his observation Haki. So he's much better at sensing left than right.
See, I think that'd be a really fire plot point, but will we get that though?
Where like they think that's Zoro's weakness, but that ends up being his strength because he's been working on it for so long.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't think so. I
don't think so
don't
either.
think swordsmanship in One Piece has evolved the right way. And in general, we haven't had a good sword fight in a while. Like a good sword fight, it's been quite a while.
When was the last good sword fight? Was it maybe Zoro versus Mihawk? Maybe like Zoro versus Mr. One?
Somebody had mentioned Mihawk versus Vista, and it said
versus Vista.
They said they think it was ass because it was Vista intentionally hitting Mihawk's sword, and Mihawk was just putting it up and Vista just kept hitting it. And it's like, Vista, do something different. And it's like,
Wait, I think they're right too.
like he was just hitting his blade, and Mihawk just. Ugh. So I don't know.
When was the last good like sword on sword battle where it was like, holy shit, dude, this guy's pushing Zoro to the swordsmanship limit? Was it really just Mr. One? No, Kaku, sort of.
No.
Kaku, sword style.
This isn't pushing him to the limit, but wasn't Hirozo?
Yeah, okay. Again, not pushing him to the limit. Zoro just one-shot him. The guy was he was
the best swordsman in Fishman.
Yeah, best octopus swordsman in the world. Which, funny enough, do you remember that they hyped him up? They foreshadowed his ass in Arlong Park.
In Arlong Park, they talked about him.
Park. They said, "Hey,
because Hachi was number 2, right?"
Yeah. Hachi was like, "Yeah, you know, there's a fisherman swordsman better than me." Imagine being built up for 500 chapters, and you get one shot, bro. And you're on energy steroids, man. Come on, fishermen are bums, dude.
I don't think, and watching the live action, I think one of the best scenes in there was with Zoro getting his blades, and with Tashigi as well, right? I thought it was really good in how they were building just the swords, what they meant to Tashigi, what they meant to Zoro. And it was really good. It was really good. It was really hyping. It took me back to how I felt reading the actual One Piece story. I was excited to find out about the name blades, the great grade, the good grade, you know. And as we've gone through the story, I think it's taken a backseat, obviously. And I'm not as excited for these things anymore because it's not a prominent part of the story. And Tashigi at this point, she's an afterthought. So, you know, that was one of my favorite aspects of One Piece pre-time skip, of where swordsmanship would go, and just the even the blades and what they meant to different characters. And
it's really tough because it's like the world of One Piece is so fantastical. There's devil fruits, there's Haki. There's just so many different ways to fight in One Piece. It's hard to find like another true and blue swordsman like Zoro. Like, they don't really exist. Like, they're not common, and they're not generally not strong.
You just reminded me of Zoro versus Fujitora.
That could be a thing later, yeah. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. But... Oh, okay. That small skirmish where like they clashed one time and that was it.
That's the best swords fight since Zoro versus Mihawk. 2 swordsmen. I mean, I guess you could say Zoro versus King, because King used his ridges to kind of take Zoro's sword.
Yeah, and then King dropped that goofy ass line where he said, I never said I was a swordsman, did I?
I just use a blade. Yeah.
You didn't have to drop that line, man. You could erase that dialogue. Maybe we would have said King.
I think 2 fumbles with King is 3 fumbles, where King had the potential to be a no BS top 25 character in One Piece. 1, give King Conqueror's Haki. 2, make King more vocal, and even some exposition at the end of the fight because he's a Lunarian. And 3, make him a master swordsman. It covers so many buckets. It makes him a much more interesting character. It makes him a much more good counterpart for Zoro. But what he became was just a gimmick. And
nah, dude, give him time. He's gonna come back.
Oh. Yeah. So he's gonna sit stride somewhere outside at 7-Eleven or something. He's gonna be like, "Yo, Luffy, are you really the sun god?"
They're gonna break his ass at an Impel Down. He's gonna go find Luffy. He's gonna hang out a little bit. Like, oh my god, it's Joy Boy.
Let's hope not.
We're gonna see him again. I mean, that's how it is with most of these One Piece characters. It's like Kid, right? We're gonna see them again at some point.
Yeah, but Kid has Conqueror's Haki.
Come on, King is like the last of the Mohicans. He needs Conqueror's Haki. He deserves it.
I agree. I think it'd be great if King had King's Haki, but
okay, it's never too late. You know, there are things such as a late bloomer, Brago.
Yeah.
It's gotta have faith.
If they revealed, let me see, all of a sudden, Chopper has Conqueror's Haki. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. King definitely should have conquered. It's just, but
another random Conqueror's Haki user I could see that, you know, should have gotten it earlier, and now if they get it, it's kind of weird. Law.
this is weird to say what I'm about to say. But Law doesn't feel like a conqueror.
He doesn't feel like a Conqueror, but I feel like just because of his status, like I could see him getting it. But like I said, it would be odd because it's been so long.
Law doesn't feel like a conqueror. Marco doesn't feel like a conqueror. Ben Beckman doesn't feel like a conqueror.
Because they're right hands, essentially.
Not only that, because right hands have conquerors. It's just they don't feel like conquerors. I think what I'm attributing conquerors to, or conquerors Haki, is
there's so many
maybe
abstractions, you know, between like aura farming and now like, they don't feel like conquerors. I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But it's like
it's like
just
I think
funny,
more
like,
fiery
it.
personalities.
Yeah.
But then all conquerors aren't necessarily that, because I don't think Sengoku is necessarily that. But he feels like a conqueror. Nor is Yamato, nor is Katakuri. You know, so it's just, that's not a criteria, but those three, they don't feel like conquerors.
Yeah.
And Rayleigh as well. Rayleigh doesn't have, even Rayleigh and
Scupper Gabon, it's like, I mean, maybe it's because we didn't spend enough time with them, but
yeah,
they don't feel like
when Rayleigh was younger, he seemed more fiery. But now it's just, you know, so
yeah, chillax.
For Law, Marco, and Ben, they just feel like they're so reserved. But then Kobe's like that, and Kobe, for the most part, we think as conquerors.
Yeah, we think it's unconfirmed, but
yeah,
I mean, I think we could all see it.
So that's why I don't think Kuzana is conquerors, but I think Akainu will.
Yeah, it's all about that fiery will.
That, you know, just a little bit oomph.
Yeah.
Katakuri, he clearly has another side to him where he's killing people for seeing his face, but, you know.
We don't talk about that. Everybody who sees that face, they're dead anyways.
Yeah, it's just, don't look at his face.
So now, final portion, and then we're going to head out of here. But come next chapter, could you see us going somewhere else? Like maybe we take a break away from Elbaph, we spend some time with Crossgill, Dragon, Shanks. Do we start a Gunko Brook flashback? Like, how are you really feeling about this?
It's not a long-winded answer, but it is. So I've been watching The Wire recently, right?
Okay.
It's a show from back in the day. Older show, great show. And realizing, watching it for the first time, is that they do a great job of building both sides. So they give you the perspective of the drug dealer and behind the scenes and the issues and the problems they run into. But they also give you a lot of issues or behind the scenes with the cops as well, as to like, hey, why cases don't get solved, obstruction of justice, even from people within the department, within the organization. And they kind of give you more of an understanding as to, hey, both jobs are pretty hard. And both sides are not going to be successful all the time. I think I would like it for One Piece if we got the perspective, like if it goes like 4 days ago and we just get the perspective of the Marines for like 4 or 5 straight chapters, right? Just like
I wish,
the intricate
man.
details, just giving us more to understand. Like, are we getting sabotaged from the inside, right?
Yeah.
Is it difficult for these people to make decisions? Is there incompetence on some of the decision makers? Like, just getting some more to just understand, because I think we look at the Marines right now like, oh my god, they're trash, incompetency all around. But like, with an organization that big, these decisions are not just being made by one person, right? It's like a bunch of people that are coming together and these decisions being made. I think we need to see more of that to understand the intricacies of that, to care more about that side. I would like for us to go to the Marines a couple days before it got invaded and give us that perspective.
I would love that. No. Give us the Marine perspective. Give us the God Knight perspective and the Gorosei perspective. Like, Emu leaves side for Elbaph, the God Knights leave, you send Shamrock on the mission, you bring him back, you see
what
people
happens?
attack.
What's going? Yeah, that's to see that perspective and what's going on, and then lead it into Emu now going to Elbaph. I think that'd be a great way to kind of go away from what's going on. And then maybe you kind of reveal the time dilation.
Yeah.
Based on what happened, right? And so it's just, I think that would be a very interesting, cool way to do it.
What do you think people would hate the most?
if we focus, we stay in Elbaph, but we're focusing on Road and the kids, and we're still putting out fires, right? And we're trying to revive Usopp, and then we're still looking in the library for Biblo, like all this random shit happening that doesn't really matter. I think that's what people be frustrated, where it's like, all right, we're about to go on break next week, more than likely, but now we have 12 pages of nothing, of us just doing nothing that's important. I think that's what people will hate. And maybe we get like 3-4 pages of, oh, Emu's on his way back, or did you guys feel that? Like, I think
we're gonna get that. Okay, we're so getting that though, dude. That is One Piece 101. Emu shows up. Holy shit, that Haki! And then like it's a whole page of react. You know we're getting that.
I don't mind that if that's the beginning of the chapter. But if we're like on page 14 and then we're getting that, it's like we just wasted a chapter. And then the next SBS, Oda's gonna be like, well, I didn't have time to tell you guys that Summers has a named Blade.
Dude, oh yeah, speaking of named blades, we were talking about them earlier, but Rox's sword being named Eclipse and we don't know the grade of it is kind of crazy. Like, Oda could have easily just said, yeah, it's Supreme grade, and just move on. It's like, nah, Rox didn't get that? Like, come on. So somebody ask Oda, man. Come on. It's gotta be Supreme.
We should have gotten Eclipse, the name of Eclipse in the story in God Valley. And the grade in God Valley. I think it's just, but then what happens when moments like that happen and it's not revealed in the story, the importance of swordsmanship and swords, it gets lessened. Because, okay, we find out Rox's sword name, but that's for us weird One Piece fans that want to consume every piece of knowledge about the story. So we're reading the Viver cards and the SBSs. I want to say most One Piece fans probably aren't doing that.
Yeah, no. I mean, we are like beyond just like broken to the point where like, yeah, we're looking at every single detail for One Piece. We're keeping up to date. But most people, like, they're more so just casual. And there's nothing wrong with that either. So, like, there will be just a lot of people who just never know anything about Rox's sword.
Right. I mean, and that's why I've come to understand. I've come to understand a lot of people's critique where they don't understand my perspective as much. Where they're like, oh my God, you're nitpicking. I'm like, that's kind of what I do every week. I'm like, that's what I got reading a chapter over and over and over again. I'm cross-referencing it to other chapters. I'm going back to cover stories. I'm looking at the wiki. I'm doing all these different things. So yeah, I'm finding all this small, possibly irritable bullshit that a casual or somebody that just read the chapters and go about their day, they probably won't like. It's like, man, like you're overlooking all the big stuff and you're focused on the little stuff. I'm like, yeah, because like that's just what happens when you're just so invested. So, you know,
that's the name of the game.
It's just a different thing altogether.
Yeah, no, I agree. But with that being said, one last thing, but Brago, that effing JJK finale, the Frieren finale.
Yeah, listen, Frieren is amazing. I think that it is tracking to be one of those great top tier anime. Sucks only got 10 episodes.
But season 3 looks like it's gonna be crazy. From what I've heard,
somebody said it's the best.
Yeah,
in Frieren.
Apparently, like that upcoming villain is gonna be like a aura farming demon. They're gonna be super powerful, and just from the rumor mill, apparently season 3 will only be focused on that one character too. Like that's how much of the story they take up.
I'm ready. I'm hearing great things. And of course, JJK, I don't want to say it's the best JJK episode ever, but it just might be. Well, okay, I think it's the best episode this season. And the Maki episode was cinema. And I think this past episode was better than that. So, I mean, if I go through my JJK episodes as far as my favorites or the best, those two are on there. The Mahito getting jumped episode is up there. Obviously, Sukuna versus Mahoraga. One of my favorite episodes, but this is the Toji.
Oh, the Toji episode.
Gojo.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I really like the Yuji and Toto episode where they go against Hanami.
the Yuji and Toto episode is great. So there are a lot of great ones. But this is up there. It's at worst a top 5 episode in JJK. So
Yeah, it's just the top 5 episode in general. Like it's just so well done.
So well done. I think they're telling the story within the story. Something small that they did was for the girl, I forget her name, with the reflection.
Udo.
While she's walking, they're showing the reflection of the things around her in her clothing. Because it's reflective, and it's just like, it's so much detail.
The attention to detail. Like I just don't know how they're able to put out JJK Weekly. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like there's gotta be like, I don't know, at least 500 Chinese kids in that Japanese animation studio being whipped. Like it's gotta be something like insane like that. Like they're performing human sacrifices at Mappa.
They have to be. I think even Yuta running on the street and we change the perspective. I'm just like, no other anime does motion like this. This is absolutely insanity.
I mean, and even with like Megumi versus Reggie, like they switched to hand-to-hand combat and like the animation like amped up. I'm like, what the hell is this?
They just casually insane. Walked around the pool.
Yeah.
And then they just start hand-to-hand. And like I said, it's I know some manga readers were not excited for Culling Game. And I was always excited because I knew it was on the horizon. And so some people were like, oh, whoa, I didn't know that this was what the animation was going to be. Like, bro, like they weren't crazy in Shibuya. And like, I know a lot of people love Shibuya because I think the story of Shibuya is better. But the potential of what could happen in Culling Game was equal, if not greater. And Yuta was in action, so, you know? And then we still have, we still got some stuff to go.
Yeah, I think we all know where it's going to end for Core 2 of Season 3. And I do think the Sukuna versus Gojo movie, that is looking like it could be a reality. I think that might be a reality. I think that's the only...
okay. I think you do movie and season.
Do both, right? Capitalize?
Yeah, do both. You do both. However, you 1000% do movie. Because Season 4...
Dude, do numbers, man. Like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like I don't think anybody would be mad if they capitalized on it, dragged it out a little bit for the anime season. I mean, Dragon Ball did that, right? They're like, oh, here's Battle of Gods, and then here's Battle of Gods in the anime.
Yeah, Demon Slayer is doing that too. So it's just
why
you
not?
Make the movie and then you just drop the season. People are still gonna watch,
and just add some extended scenes. Nobody would really complain.
Yep, and you're good.
Yeah, as long as it's good. And speaking,
no one's gonna complain.
Yeah, and speaking of good, I was about to say, like, One Piece comes back Sunday, and alongside it, the new season of anime. Are there any anime that you're looking forward to?
I don't think I've heard about much anime coming back.
Your favorite is around the corner, actually.
Mushoku?
No. Slime Isekai Season 4.
Well, I gotta go watch Season 3.
You never finished it? Why not?
No, it was boring.
What? How? What? Season 3 of Slime Isekai is boring?
I got tired of the all those meetings, man.
The table? Like, no, how could you get tired of the meetings, Brago?
Get us out the boardroom, man. Get us out the boardroom. I was tired of that shit.
No, how could you forget that? Dude, there was one episode where they spent 10 minutes talking about street lamps. Are you kidding me?
Very important stuff. I stopped. I was like, I'll come back to it, but I don't know if I'm gonna react to it. I'm not reacting to Season 3. I'm just gonna watch it on my own.
Yeah, I mean, Jokes aside, I did hear that Season 4 might be good. So, maybe we're in for something.
Let's hope. I hope so.
Yeah, so that's happening. Outside of that, a personal favorite of mine, Re:Zero Season 4 is there, and I'm looking forward to that shit. They just released the opening the other day, and it is looking crazy. Like the amount of animation they put into some of these animes, absurd.
I gotta watch Season 3. Wait, no, I gotta watch Season 2.
Okay.
I stopped in the middle of Season 2. So I gotta finish Season 2, watch Season 3. I heard Season 3 is really good though, so I'm excited.
Season 3 is amazing.
Because like really good,
so many plot twists. You got a bunch of good fights in Season 3. Season 4 is gonna be even more of that too. And yeah.
I mean, Re:Zero is like off of Season 1 was one of my favorites of all time. So I'm excited to go back, finish season 2, and kind of get caught up. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
It's funny, when I think of ReZero, it might be. We were talking about your favorite like top 5 anime last week. I'd say ReZero might be my number 1
of all time.
I think so. I truly love the world building, the characters, the story.
Yeah.
There's nothing I dislike about ReZero.
I like it. I really like it. I think season 2 turned me off a little bit, but we'll see. I'll see with season 3 because I've heard great things, and then because it's in my top 20 something. But it's season 1 is peak, but
season 1 is peak.
Yeah.
You should watch that season 4 trailer, man. Like, or the opening, like the way they do the animation. Like, I'm not gonna maybe I'm just hyping it up too much, but it has like some JJK level ass like animation in that little opening. I'm like, wow, this is
JJK
is
nuts,
truly
peak. So you got to be careful when you compare anything to.
But
JJK.
here's the thing, ReZero is well loved in Japan.
I heard about that.
Yeah, like every time I go to Japan, I just see ReZero everywhere. So while it might not take off here in like the West, Japan loves this thing. So that's why it gets like the best quality animation and all that shit.
I heard that. So
it's like Slam Isekai.
A lot to look forward to. I cannot wait. A very good season. Sentenced to Be a Hero kept me full. JJK. Hell's Paradise. So
Ooh, Dr. Stone season 3 coming out, or part 3 coming out next season. Liar Game, also another great series, getting an anime finally. Mushoku Tensei season 3 comes out in summer. So your goat's coming back. You
Can't wait. I don't know if I love Rudius. I think it's just they put him through the ringer.
Yeah, dude, the erectile dysfunction arc is so funny, man.
Given an anime character ED is
dude.
crazy.
Dude, he was wasn't he gonna have like sex multiple times, but every time he got into bed, it's just like it was nothing. Fucking crickets, dude.
After he got his heart broke.
Yeah. He was trying to like rebound a little bit.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
People
are like, what anime is this? Yeah.
People were mad because I was like laughing at Rudius, but I was like, dude, this is funny, man. Like, when was the last time we saw ED in an anime? Come on.
Yeah,
have a little bit of joy, dude. It's not real.
I love it. Can't wait.
Yeah. So season 3 coming out soon. Looking forward to that. Sad my boy Paul isn't there, but I was a Paul fan.
Whoa.
What?
All right.
Yeah, okay, hey, Paul makes mistakes, yes. But I thought Paul was a generally cool dude.
It's kind of a major spoiler,
2 years ago, Brago. At some point...
2 years?
At some point, I do blame people for just not watching the series.
Oh, my God.
Oh, spoiler alert, guys. Mamoru Uchiha's alive. Well, what can we do, man?
Do you think it's a spoiler if you say L dies?
No. I do not think it's a spoiler. Like, at some point, if you are not watching the most popular anime and you're going online onto the anime community, like, and you just get spoiled, like, it's kind of your fault. Like, I think there's a grace period there. But after, like, a couple of months or a year, if you just haven't watched the most popular anime or one of the most popular anime, it's your fault. It's as simple as that.
If it's a regular person clicking on this video for the first time and they're watching a One Piece chapter 1178 discussion, they're like, I was going to watch Death Note next week. But if it's somebody that's...
dies, no!
They're like, yo, I'm just watching it. But if it's somebody that's come back and they've been a recurring guest, a recurring viewer, and they're still surprised that they get spoiled, you deserve it.
I'm watching Mushoku Tensei right now. What do you mean?
Y'all know that's size niche.
Hey, I love spoilers, man.
Oh man, different breed. I can't
it goes so far that like even in my fridge, things are just spoiled by accident.
You take it. You go to the grocery store, try to find spoiled items.
No. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I buy something and then I use it a couple of times, and then I just come back like after a month. I'm like, holy fuck, this is spoiled now. What?
Do you still use it?
No. Depending on what it is.
What's something that it's okay if it's spoiled?
depending on the time, soy sauce, I've used it before, a little bit spoiled. But I mean, that shit
I
lasts
think
for like 2 years.
Something I've used spoiled that I didn't know and it's spoiled for like at least a month.
What was it?
Salad dressing.
Oh, yeah, it happens to everybody, dude. For me, it was ketchup recently, too. But it was
Ketchup,
an accident.
salad dressing.
Yeah.
Not mayonnaise, mustard.
It's just one of those things, like, you buy it
you
at
don't
the
use
time.
it that frequently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, yeah, of course I'm going to use it. And you do use it, but you don't use it enough to where, like, it's gone by, like, 5 months out of date.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
And you don't taste the difference, typically.
Yeah, until,
And
like,
then
it starts
it's like-
smelling or, like, it starts
Then
separating.
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think I've ever had it that long, but
Yeah, same.
yeah.
But that's it, you guys. Make sure to check your fridge for spoiled items. Sorry if we spoiled Mushoku Tensei, Braga's favorite series. I mean, you technically spoil Slime Isekai by saying they sat at a table in season 3. So I'm not the only, perpetrator
It's not a major
here.
spoiler, but it is a spoiler. You're right. I got it.
Yeah. We got to apologize. But anyways, we'll catch you guys later. Peace out and stay safe,
Peace
y'all.
out, everybody.